All right, good morning, folks. Welcome to Thompson Falls, Montana, 2021 Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. It's the Valkyries in loser-out action, taking on the Loyola Breakers here from Thompson Falls, Montana. James LaFontaine with you, the voice of the Vikes and the Vals, here in the early morning game at 10 o'clock, and loser-out action. And this morning's pregame brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. What's keeping you from getting fit with this kind of guest passes? Personal training, Pilates, 850 Holt Drive, Bigfork, Montana, 837-2582. You can give me a text at 406-270-7384 if you can hear me out there. I had a chance to sit down yesterday with the seniors for Bigfork and talk to them about their senior year and this match a little bit, but mostly about them and what their future plans are going with the Valkyries. So this is what they had to say yesterday. Let me cue that up and get that playing for you this morning here. I'm doing double duty, so I'm doing PA for this and then also doing the radio. So here's what the girls had to say.
So I want to sit down with you guys. I did this with the football players on Friday night before they played last Saturday. So I always want to talk to the seniors, because apparently this could be your last volleyball matches. So how long have you guys played together volleyball? Who's played the longest here in Bigfork? And make sure when you're talking, just let them know who's talking, which girl is talking.
This is Mackenzie. I think I have played longer.
How long have you been playing?
Volleyball?
Yeah.
So did you play junior high, 7th and 8th?
Yeah, and then I did club.
In high school. Okay, so basically 6 years representing Bigfork schools.
Yeah.
Okay.
7th grade.
I also played 7th and 8th grade, but
See?
I didn't do club volleyball.
Club doesn't matter. I'm talking about playing for your school, right?
Oh,
I mean, you could play that. So each of you 6 years. And what about the two sorry twins?
We came last year, so we've only played 2 years here.
Well, it's a welcome addition to you guys to come to the program. I've seen a lot of volleyball over the years, obviously, doing announcing and then line judging for many, many years. I remember back in the day announcing when your coach, Ariel, was actually playing basketball and volleyball and stuff back in the So, it's been... I think, did she play basketball?
I think she played for like a year.
A year, maybe, yeah.
She was in
Anyway, but she's a good volleyball player back in the days. So talk about your experience and playing together. Did you guys play together in 7th and 8th grade? Or did you go to Swan?
No, I've been to Bigfork.
So talk about your experience and how it is to play with Mackenzie all these years.
Yeah, tell me.
I don't remember really 7th grade, but it's pretty cool that I've gotten to play with her for 6 years and just a lot of chemistry. And with the twins, a good addition to our team with hitting and comedy. So it's been fun having them.
I can tell that. So each of you, the sorry girls, what is it like playing with your sister?
It's tough sometimes.
And which one are you?
Ariana. It's tough sometimes because, like when you're close to someone, it's easier to fight with each other. But like when we're on the court, I feel like we have more trust in each other than a lot of people do with us, and so it is nice. And like when we go out to block, we kind of hold hands sometimes, and so that's kind of like a twin bonding thing, I think.
Yeah. So so Alexis, do you guys like anticipate each other and can do you guys think alike being twins?
Yeah, I actually do. I do think that we know what the other person's gonna do most of the time, just because, I don't know, since we were little, it's not like twin telepathy or whatever, but like we definitely know what each other's gonna do, and if we're feeling down, and we can just tell. I don't know.
Lexi hurt herself today, and I had twin anxiety. I was the one crying and not her. Because it's like, it's this weird emotion that you get, I guess.
It
It's
happens
weird.
every time one of us gets hurt.
It's really weird.
So talking about your senior year, how's your senior year gone? I mean, a little bit of a, you beat Loyola in 5, that was a big win, and then you're going to face them again tomorrow. But talk about your senior year and your growth, how the year has changed. And I think in what I've watched from the beginning, you guys have gotten better and stronger throughout the year. So anybody, Mackenzie, Callie, I don't care. Who wants to talk?
I have something, and this
Alexis.
is Alexis, yeah. Okay, so I think we have grown a lot throughout the season, and I think our success has built upon like the bond of our team. We've come really close to each other, and I just think the whole trusting in each other and the loyalty of the team has actually made us more successful.
Mackenzie, have some input on that?
At first, it was very interesting because these are all of our JV coming up to varsity, and I've only played with you guys like a couple times last year, and it was interesting, but we're doing really good right now, and we have a really strong team, and our bond is growing every day.
Callie?
I agree. I think we've grown a lot from our first games to now. And we just need to mentally be in the game more because I definitely think we have the talent and the bond and everything. We just have to want it, which I know we do. So
I would agree with that, what you say right there, that you need to stay mentally in the game, you guys, because you do have the talent, very much so. And I just want to make one clarification, right? On senior night, you said that Jort was your BFF, and truth be known that it's me, the BFF. So.
I was forced to say
I
that.
know. Anyway, I just wanted to clear that up for everybody out there. Ariana, what do you have to say about your senior year and what it's like to play with these two girls and, of course, your other teammates as well? I mean, this could be, honestly, guys, tomorrow, it's loser out in divisionals, right? You get 2 losses and you're done. So it could be potentially your last thing. So what about leaving it all out there?
I don't know. It's kind of scary thinking that tomorrow could be our last game together. And our coach Ariel gave us a talk before we left today, and she was saying how play for the seniors, because this is going to be our last year, and we kind of want another week together. And it's kind of like sad to know that maybe this is the last time we ever get to play together, I guess. And I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore.
Callie's got something to say.
It's definitely sad, but I think what Roxanne was saying, that we want to leave the game, whether we win or lose, whichever's our last game, we want to leave it knowing that all of us put it all out on the court and not regretting anything, not regretting not going for a ball or something like that. Just leave it out there so we can finish in a good way.
I hear you. I've played, sports, and I've lost, but I felt when I gave my all and still lost, then I felt good about it. I can walk off the court with my head held high, that I gave everything to try to win, and the other team was just better that day. So, talking about that, you guys are seniors. You're going to graduate, all of you, right, in June?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
You're all... Callie,
Ariana's
you're funny.
borderline right now.
So, you guys are funny. So, talking about that, I just want to talk about volleyball. I want to know what you guys are going to do for your future. So, what is your plans? I know we talked about it on senior night, and I told the football players, I said, listen, don't expect me to remember all that stuff I had to read. It's written down. So, remind everybody what you guys are going to do after you're done with high school. I don't care what it is. I mean, if you're going to go into a job, you're going to go to college, you're going to, get married, you're going to do whatever, because I heard that one's getting married or whatever. and Ariana, that is. So, who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay.
This is Ariana. After high school, I want to be married by hopefully 19. If not, that'll be sad, but that's my goal.
You don't
And
even have a boyfriend.
I know. To have kids. To have kids and just be a stay-at-home mom and have a family. That's pretty much it.
That's
Be
good.
my life.
That's good. You don't have to just jump in, get married. You got to find somebody
Yeah.
that's someone that you want to love and spend the rest of your life with. That's
Yeah.
ultimately what it is, and both make each other happy. So
Yeah.
good for you, Callie. What are you gonna do?
I kind of make up a new job every time someone asks. But as of this week, I think I'm going to go to MSU and go into their aviation program and be a pilot. And then marry rich. And
Who's rich? I've never met this rich guy.
I don't know, I probably... Oh, what? No, yes.
Did you get that, Callie?
Yeah, I got it. It took a minute. Anyway, that was a joke, sort of. But, and just have really cute kids. 3 kids, 2 boys, 1 girl.
Two boys, 1 girl. Okay, that's good. That's this week, right?
And they're gonna be D1 athletes.
D1 athletes. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Mackenzie?
I want to go to college in, I think it's called like Montana Western in Dillon,
Okay.
and major in education, specifically elementary education, become a teacher and coach volleyball.
Well, good for you. That's a good thing. And finally, Alexis.
Yeah, so I want to go to college and I want to take a child development class and then also get a business degree and run my own preschool one day in Montana. That's it.
Good for you. Like I sat down and told the football kids and you seniors, I've done a lot of things over the years. So I graduated high school, I went right to college, then I joined the Air Force, and moved away, and that's where I got my electronics background, where I have my real job.
You have a job.
What's your job?
I worked for Applied Materials for 25 and a half years.
Oh.
So
You're an
it's
overachiever.
yeah. Anyway,
Anyways.
what the point of that? So I got my degree in culinary arts. I got my degree in electronics, and then I got a degree in broadcasting. But ultimately, somewhere down the road, you're not necessarily going to fit in that first job, the first thing you do out of high school, right? You'll find your way. And what I say about that as seniors, pick something that you're going to love and you have passion for, right? And love to do. I like my job, what I do, but I'm telling you, I love this even more. I love high school sports. I love what you guys do. I love watching you guys play. I love, doing all that stuff. So it's been a lot of fun watching you guys play this year, And like I said, you guys have a lot of talent. You could be anybody here on any given day when you play the way you guys can play. Mm-hmm. So we play Loyola tomorrow, 10 o'clock. What do you think about that? What do you guys got to do in that match to take care of business against Loyola? The same what you did. You beat them in 5 down there, although I thought you should have beat them in like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But you came back and won in that 5th and deciding set. So what do you guys have to do against Loyola tomorrow?
We need to over-communicate, and
We need to take our mentality and make it good.
I know
Knock it
for a
down.
fact that everyone on the team doesn't want that to be our last game. So we just need to be in the game mentally from start to finish. And not let them get any, hopefully sets, but not get any sets from us just being mentally out of it.
Yeah. Alexis, you have anything to input?
Yeah, so I said this to the team earlier because we watched the video and it said that the struggles that we had today we'll be able to overcome tomorrow, and because we have a second chance. And so we just need to execute that.
I agree. Anyway, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you joining on the pregame show, and being able to talk to you guys as seniors. You're like daughters to me, right? All the kids I ever see over the years. I mean, they become like my kids, right? And I love what I do. I love watching you guys play. I love and I just want you to go out in the world and be successful after high school. This is just a game, right? It's just a sport, but it's more important what life is all about, right? Mm-hmm. And so I just say, let's go Vals.
Let's go!
On 3, let's say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go Vals!
All right.
I didn't know we were yelling that.
Well, I feel like I'm the only one who yelled.
I did.
Awkward.
Let's go, Vals.
I tell you, that was a lot of fun. Being able to talk with the seniors last night yesterday afternoon before they play today, and I really like doing that. Get their kind of feel for, all the years that they put in playing volleyball and representing their school or, different kind of ball. So I really appreciate the pregame show brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. We'll give you your starting lineups, and you know what? I'm doing PA work here, so I'm going to let you do that. Listen in. I'll let you listen into as we do the national anthem. We got about 2 minutes here. The Valkyries finishing up their warm-ups. The Breakers are in their dark blue, white letters, white numbers, and red letters on their uniforms. And the Valkyries are in their gray with blue numbers and blue letters and blue shorts. So Loyola will be the visitor team on the scoreboard, and the Valkyries will be the home team for this particular match. This is a loser-out match, and the winner will play at 1:30 today if they get that opportunity here. So James LaFontaine, 406-270-7384. Let me know you're listening out there. And I got to do anthem, all that stuff, and be ready to go here. And we'll get underway here shortly. And the starting lineups will be brought to you by the Flathead Lake Lodge. Brought to you by Averill's Flathead Lake Lodge, where they proudly supported Bigfork athletics since 1945. And we thank the Flathead Lake Lodge. Thanks to Dak Van Vossen over there for agreeing, and the Averill's for sponsoring Bigfork athletics. It's a great thing to have them on board here. So I'm going to set the headset down and let you listen in as I take care of some PA business here. And you can listen in while we do my introductions and we do the anthem. And then we list the starting lineups. And the starting lineups, I said, by Flathead Lake Lodge. We'll get those. We're going to get them in alternating order. It'll be Loyola being introduced first, followed by Bigfork. And we'll get those things underway here shortly from Thompson Falls, Montana. Hang on and listen right now.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Thompson Falls High School, your host for the 2021 Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. This morning's loser out action featuring the visitors on the scoreboard, the Loyola Breakers. And the home team, the Bigfork Valkyries. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your cover and give the proper salute as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Association welcomes you to this postseason event. Stockman Bank, title sponsor of the Montana High School Association Stockman Bank Sportsmanship Program, reminds you that your admission to this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of noteworthy skills developed by some of Montana's finest student athletes. Please give these students your positive encouragement and support. Booing, taunting, or intimidating the officials' opponents is disrespectful, discourteous, and unacceptable. Stockman Bank and the Montana High School Association member schools invite you to help us keep the focus on the participants who have earned their place at this event. Enjoys this morning's competition. And let's meet the starting lineups. In alternating order, first of all, for the visitors, the Loyola Breakers. The setter at 5'7", a senior captain, number 2, Natalie Kleppinger. For the Valkyries at 5'10", a junior middle blocker, number 1, Inga Turner. For the Breakers, at outside hitter, senior at 5'8", number 4, Kate Nelson Adamy. For the Valkyries, a 5'4", sophomore defensive specialist, number 4, Tessa Troyer. The libero for the Breakers at 5'3", a junior, number 8, Hallie Gady. For the Valkyries, the opposite side hitter at 5'7", a junior, number 5, Ellie George. At 5'10", a right side hitter, senior, number 9, Jamie Janeski. For the Valkyries, the center at 5'5", wearing number 6, junior, Jessa Newton. A sophomore outside hitter for the Breakers at 5'8", number 10, Essa B. For the Valkyries at 5'7", junior outside hitter, number 8, Zoe Albert. A senior middle hitter for the Breakers at 6'1", number 12, Haley Kim. A middle blocker, senior at 5'7" for the Valkyries, number 9, Alexis Sorry. And finally for the Breakers at 5'5", a junior outside hitter, number 13, Charlotte Tommy. For the Valkyries, the captain at 5'4", the libero, senior, number 88, Kelly Martin. The Breakers are led by head coach Shelby Clark, assisted by Jaya Banks and Paige Phillips. For the Valkyries, head coach Ariel Staubach, assisted by Josh Miller, Roxanne Reed. The officials for the day's market, out of the net, Don Wood. On the floor, Steve McCarr. Your line judges, Kendall Baldwin and Phil Lenardi.
Welcome to the main event.
All right, folks, you got the starting lineups. We're ready to go here in Thompson Falls, Montana. James LaFontaine, the voice in the Vikes and the Vows with you. Got the starting lineups as I introduced him here on the PA. They're shaking hands, getting ready to go here from Thompson Falls, Montana. Loser out in this morning's game here between the Valkyries and the Loyola Breakers. They faced once in the year. Valkyries won that 3-2 in Loyola. And we'll get things underway here momentarily as they check the lineups. Get the libero in, Callie Martins, and checking the Loyola lineup, and we'll get the libero in for them as well. And we're ready to go here from Thompson Falls, Montana. Going to get the volleyball and see who has the serve. And the serve goes to the Valkyries here. We're ready to get things underway. Best of 5 here from Thompson Falls, and Callie Martins to serve. Service. Donetsky off her hands. Dug out by 13 Cummings. Zoe Albert sets up Newton. Newton, spike. Albert, back corner, saved by the libero. Nearly going out of bounds, but saved by Loyola. Over to Newton. Newton sets it up. Short. Zoe Albert on the spike. Libero for Loyola. Spike and knocked down on the spike by number 4. Adamy for Loyola. And I'll have to get these names going down. So number 4 will go back to serve. Adamy. Service. Dug out by Troyer. Newton going to set up Jort. Jort on the spike. Blocked. And they're going to save 4 hits, and she didn't get across the net. And it's 2-0 early on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard here from Loyola. Service off of Albert. Dug out by Troy. Gets it across. Dug out by Cummings. Cummings will spike. Blocked. And the block goes out of bounds. Clevenger, the setter, and service. 11. Set up. Jort gets it across. Dug out by the libero. Gaddy. And drops on the Loyola side of point and side out for Bigfork. 3-1 on your Harvest Food scoreboard here early. James LaFontaine with you, the voice of the Vikes and the Vals. And Mackenzie Holton comes in along with Ariana Sari for the Valkyries here. And Holton will serve down 1-3. Service. Dug out by Cummings. And out of bounds on the side of her hand. That'll be a point for Bigfork. And we're here at 3-2 now here early on. Let me know if you can hear me out there, especially Hallett. Holton serve. Dug out by the libero. Inga. And Loyola was in the net. So a point for Bigfork. And we're tied at 3 is 5. Isabel Berry was in the net for Loyola. So Holton to serve, continue, and she serves in the net off the left side. Hit that one, and side out to Loyola. 4-3 now on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. And number 12 is Camp, the 6'1 senior. Service, number 10 is Bates. Holton, and a spike down block by Turner. Troyer digs it out. Holton gets it across. Martins. Zoe Albert gets it underneath and off Janetsky, but that's 4, and they call a lift, and we're tied at 4, and they side out to the Valkyries. The barrel comes back in for Loyola, and Ellison will come in for Bigfork, replacing Troyer, and Zoe Albert to serve. Albert serve, Janetsky, Holton, Sari, cross court, dug out by Clevenger, Cummings, and then Clevenger knocks it over. Martins, Holton, going to set up. Sari hits it long over the back line and side out to Loyola, 5-4. And that'll bring in number 1, Anika Alford, to serve, replacing Janetsky. And she'll serve for the Breakers, leading 5-4. Service on the way. Dug out by Martins. Holton, back set. Zoe Albert from the back. Spikes it over. Dug out by the libero. Gaddy. Spike. And Clevenger's spike goes into the net. Side out to Bigfork. We're tied at 5. Inga Turner to serve for Bigfork. Service. Dug out in the net. Can't save it. The shot by number 3, Van Hoos. Number 3, Emily Van Hoos. And a point for Bigfork. They lead 6-5. And Turner continues to serve for the Valkyries. Service gets it in. Van Hoos off the side of her hands. Alford. And Cummings can't get it across. And the Valkyries go up 7-5, up by 2 on your Harvest Food scoreboard here early. And Turner continues to serve for Bigfork. Service on the way, gets it in. And Van Hoos. Turner, and spike down Digging it out is Sorry. Gets it across. Zoe Albert, Sorry gets it across. Cummings puts it back. Holton going to set up and blocked. Hit off the block. Ellison off the block of Loyola. Drops it on Loyola's side at 8-5 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And Turner serving for the Valkyries. Service on the way. A dugout by Clevenger. Alford and Libero will have to get a Gaddy with a good cross. Holton. Ellison digs it out, gets it back across to Loyola. Dugout by the Libero. And dinking it across. Sorry digs it out. Ellison off the block. Dugout by Loyola. Cummings. Annika. And they're going to call a double hit. Yeah, you could see that one bouncing off both hands. And that'll be 2 hits on Loyola. Here from a timeout taken by the Breakers. Here, and 9-5 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. The Valkyries lead here in the first game, best of 5. Loser out action in the 2021 Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. This is James LaFontaine. Heather, if you text me, let me know that things, you can hear it out there well. I changed Wi-Fi, so should be a lot better here in Thompson Falls. And Turner will continue to serve for the Valkyries. Here up 9-5. We're back here and ready to roll. Here comes Turner. Getting ready to serve. The whistle blows. And Turner's serve on the way, gets it in. The Libero Gaddy. Dugout. Annika and Clevenger. Blocked by Bigfork. Dugout by Sorry. Turner going to put it all the way back to Gaddy. Gaddy going to dig it out. Annika setting up Cummings. Cummings dinks it over. Brought out by Holton. And it'll be Loyola as Ariana Sorry hits it out of bounds. And a point for Loyola, side out 9-6. And Adamy will come back in for Van Hoos for Loyola. And serving is Cummings. Serves it. Zoe Albert. Holton going to set up Sorry. Sorry gets it across. Off the block. Camp. And Clevenger hits it into the net. Side out to Bigfork. 10-6. That'll bring in Jort and Newton for Bigfork. And Newton to serve with a 4-point lead here in the first game. And best of 5 here from Thompson Falls, Montana. Newton to serve. Gets it across. Dug out by Cummings. Set up. Jort. Newton. Jort gets it across. Back set. Clevenger. Dug out by Martins. Newton going to set it up outside. And a nice spike struck out by Cummings. Lost to Bigfork. Sorry. Newton sets up Sorry. Sorry's a little bit too long over the back line. And side out to Loyola at a point. 10-7. And number 10, Bates back in for the Libero. And serving is Camp. Number 12, Camp serve. Dug out by Albert. Ellison from the back row. Going to set up. Jort's going to get it across. Dug out by Bates. Spiked by Clevenger. And off the block of Bigfork. Drops on the Valkyries side. And a point. Point there for Loyola at 10-8. Camp serving. Martins. Newton. Short. Cross court is out, and 10-9 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. And Camp serving for Loyola. Martins will dig it out. Newton all the way back corner. Drops it on the line. As they cut Loyola creeping forward. And Newton, nice job to get it back on the baseline. And Ellison from the left side to serve, leading 11-9. Ellison serve on the way. Nice drop. Drops it in to Gaddy. Dug out by Clevenger. Gaddy's going to have to get across on the 3-ball. Sorry. Newton. Short on the block. Dug out by Bates. Clevenger crossed. Sorry. Blocked by Loyola. Dug out by Martins. And Newton will get it across. Gaddy. And Clevenger, cross-court spike is good. And side-out point for Loyola, 11-10. Troyer comes back in for Ellison. And Janetsky is going to come back for Alford for Loyola here in the first. Clevenger serve, Martins. Newton, spike by Albert, dug out by Gaddy. Clevenger, spike down the line, dug out by Newton. Jort sets up Sorry spikes across. And Gaddy can't handle it down the middle. And a point side out to Bigfork, and Turner will come back in for the Valkyries. And 12-10 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Martins to serve, Janetsky. Bates. And Adamy gets it across, Newton. And they're going to call a lift on Bigfork. And side out point to Loyola as Adamy will serve up or down 12-11 as the Valkyries lead. Adamy, Zoe Albert, a lift by Albert. And we're tied at 12 here in the first game here from Thompson Falls, Montana. On your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Team TJ at State Farm is on Go Val, so it must be a lot better today. Switched the Wi-Fi so it won't cut out. So here from Thompson Falls, Montana, 2021 Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. It's the Breakers taking on the Valkyries here, and loser out action. Winner of this will go on and play at 1:30 this afternoon, and we're back. (12-12) and Adamy to serve. Serves it deep. Troyer and spike by Albert, dug out by Gaddy. Clevenger going to set up off the block of Bigfork, dug out. And Newton on the floor, spikes it up, bumps it up, but there was nobody else for Bigfork to get it across the net. 13-12, Adamy to serve. Adamy across, dug out by Troyer. Newton back, and Troyer trying to get it across. And having a little trouble passing there. Causes Newton, the setter, to try to go to the net to dig it out. And 14-12 on your Harvest Food scoreboard. Adamy. Martins. Newton. Troyer from the backcourt. Hits it. And a point for Loyola as the Valkyries trail 12-15 on your Harvest Food scoreboard. Adamy hits the net and drops in front of Troyer. And substitution, it'll be Ellison coming in for Troyer in the middle. And Coach Stalnick, loser out, got to get things done here. Adamy to serve, Ellison. Newton dinks it across, does Albert. Martins, Jort on the spike, off of Janetsky, out of bounds, and a side out to Bigfork. The action going fast, and Holton will come in to serve, and Ariana Sari will come in for Newton, and Holton to serve down 13-16. Holton serve, drops it across, right in the middle, miscommunication by Loyola, and drops in the middle of the court. And 14-16, Holton continue to serve for the Valkyries. Service on the way. Cummings. Clevenger. Cummings gets it across. Holton gets it. Ellison. Zoe Albert to spike it down. Dug out by Gaddy. Clevenger going to set up. Drops across. Martins on the Zoe save and across to Loyola. And the libero Gaddy. Janetsky spike. Dug out by Martins. Holton going to set up. Sorry. Off the libero Gaddy. And out of bounds and point for Bigfork. They're within one at 15-16 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard here in the first game, best of 5. And Holton continues to serve for the Valkyries. It's across, Clevenger And booming it out of bounds is number 10, Bates. And we're tied at 16. Yeah, Holton serving for Bigfork. Gets it across, dug out by Cummings. Clevenger going to set up Cummings. Cummings on the spike. Off the block, Martins digs it out. Holton, far side, sets it up. Off the libero, Gaddy digs it out. Clevenger. And then 3, going to hit it out of bounds. That's Van Hoos, for Loyola. 17-16, the Valkyries lead. Holton, nice serve down the middle, off the hands, off the backboard of Bates, and out of play. It'll be point for Bigfork, 18-16. They need to keep the foot on the pedal and win this first game like they did yesterday. Holton, service, nice serve, drops it in. Cummings digs it out. Clevenger backs Janetsky off the block of Albert and Turner, and it drops in Bigfork side out to Loyola, 17-16, and Camp back in for the Breakers. Service, Bates, Ellison, too far in the net. Dug down by Janetsky. Ellison's pass right to the net to Janetsky. We're tied at 18. And Bates continues to serve for Loyola here. He just side out does Bigfork. Martins will dig it out. Holton, look at his set. Turner blocked. Dug out by Bigfork. Janetsky now. Martins digs it out. Holton outside. Zoe Albert off the block of Loyola and out of bounds. And that'll be side out to Bigfork. On the block, Albert to serve. The Valkyries up 19-18. And Van Hoos back in for Loyola. Zoe Albert, Janetsky, Clevenger going to set up Camp. Holton, Ellison off the block of Camp. Ellison drops it down 20-18. The Valkyries lead on your Flathead Leg Lodge scoreboard here in the first game. And Zoe to serve. Nice deep serve. Gaddy has to dig out. Clevenger. Box. Bates. Holton. Inga Turner. Cross Cummings. Clevenger. Back set to Janetsky. Janetsky off the block of Bigfork. Turner, and goes out of bounds. And Albert dives for it but can't quite save it. 20-19 side out to Loyola. As Alford back in for the Breakers to serve. Down by 1. Alford serve in the middle. Martins. Holton back serve. Inga Turner into the net on the spike. And we're tied at 20. Martins digs it out. Gets it across. Alford. Spiked by Camp. Dug out by Zoe Albert. Holton. Nice job by Ellison. Ellison across. And Ellison hits it in. Point for Bigfork. The Loyola was in the net, and Alexis Sari will come in for Martins. And Turner up by 1. Serves for the Valkyries. 21-20. Gaddy, Dug out. Alford. Camp has to get it across. Dug out by Albert. Setting up. And Spike drops it in. Alexis Sari healing up from that ankle injury from yesterday. And Loyola will take a timeout here in Thompson Falls. An absolute crazy thing going on here. 22-20 here in the first game. Best of 5. The Valkyries lead on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard here from Thompson Falls. The 2021 Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament is loser out action. The winner will move into the 1:30 game later on today, and loser out the rest of the way. And they will take on Lincoln County, who lost last night to Florence. It's Thompson Falls and Florence at 5 o'clock tonight. Anaconda will take on the loser of the next one between Mission and Powell County. And we're back here in Thompson Falls, ready to go. And the Valkyries serving up 22-20. Inga Turner to serve for the Valkyries. And all quiet. Turner serve. Dug out by Gaddy. Alford. Camp spikes it. And spikes it out of bounds. Valkyries up 23-20 now here. And serving is Inga Turner. An ace right down the middle for Bigfork. And nobody there for Loyola. Game point to the Valkyries. And I don't know if you can hear that better or not. And Turner to serve. Game point 24-20 on your Harvest Food scoreboard. Service. Clevenger. Alford setting up Clevenger. Cross court Clevenger hits it out of bounds. And the Valkyries take the first one here. 25-20. And we'll go to game two. 25-20 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. The Valkyries take game number one, best of 5 here in Thompson Falls. I'll be back with game number 2 between the Breakers and the Valkyries from Thompson Falls, Montana. All right, welcome back to Thompson Falls, Montana. Valkyries win the first one at 25-20. We're getting ready for game number 2 as they switch sides. And the second game brought to you by the Flathead Lake Lodge and Loyola to serve. It'll be Clevenger to serve for the Breakers here in game number 2. Loser out action in the Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. So same start as looks like for Bigfork. Turner, Albert, Ariana, Martins, Holton, and Troyer. Dug out by Troyer. Zoe Albert gets it across. Clevenger, Janetsky, and across by Adamy. Dug out, and Newton is going to set up Turner. Turner on the spike. Turner drops it down. And a nice set there by Holton. And the Valkyries get the side out, lead 1-0 here. And Ellison will come in for Troyer. And serving is Albert. Albert served deep. Cummings, Clevenger. Tries to tip it over a set. I couldn't quite tell there to Janetsky. And drops on the Loyola side. Point for Bigfork, 2-0. And Albert serving. Janetsky, Clevenger. And Janetsky's shot was right to the net. Nothing Clevenger could do there. 3-0 early on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Albert to serve. Nice. Drops it over the net. Those are tough. Hits the net and just drops. Nothing you can do about that. And 4-0 as Albert will serve again for Bigfork. And Zoe. Nice serve. Janetsky digs it out. Clevenger. Back set. Dug out by Area. Sorry. Inga Turner gets it across. Loyola. The libero has to get it across. Martins. Oh, off the hands. Point to Bigfork. Oh, 4 was in the net. So 5-0. Bigfork leads on a short set to Turner. Zoe Albert serves it deep. Janetsky. Clevenger looking. Cummings gets it across. Dug out by Holton. Inga Turner going to set up. Sorry. And too far outside for Sorry. Sorry hits it in the net. Side out to Loyola. And 5-1 on their Harvest Food scoreboard. And Adamy to serve for Loyola. Service on the way. Dug out by Martins. Holton right there. Going to set up. Ellison. The spike. Hits it into the roof. Does Adamy. That's out. And a point side out to Bigfork. Alexis Sari will come in for Martins. And number 11, Bellama. Ava Bellama in for Loyola. Turner's serve into the net. And Martins will come in for her. In the backcourt, 6-2 on your Harvest Food scoreboard. And side out to Loyola. And serving, it'll be number 10, Bates for the Breakers. Serves it deep. Ellison digs it out. Holton. Martins. Oh, nice job by Martin. Bates dig it out. Clevenger setting it across. Holton. Sorry. To Alexis. Alexis jump, miss hits, into the net. And a point for Loyola, 6-3, as the Valkyries have doubled them up on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And Bates serving for Loyola. Back. Albert. Holton digs it across. Can't back across for Zoe Albert. Holton. And back deep. Martin's shot over the back line. And another point for Loyola at 6-4 on their Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And Bates serving for Loyola. Back way deep. And they wisely let it go out of bounds. And point for Bigfork. And Jort and Newton will come in. Newton to serve for the Valkyries. Up 7-4 here in game number 2, best of 5. Newton serve on the way. Off of Janetsky, can't get it across as the libero mishit it, Gady. And then off of 11, Bellama. And Janetsky can't get it across. Point for Bigfork, 8-4. Sometimes it's hard to see on this one side because the official's standing right there. Okay, Newton. Clevenger gets it across. Albert setting up. Sorry, dinks it across. And Loyola gets it back. Martins, Newton. Ellison down the line. Clevenger digs it out. Janetsky. Camp dug out by Albert. And Sorry. Cross court knocks it in on a nice set there by Newton. And 9-4 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And Newton will continue to serve for the Valkyries, up by 5. Newton serve deep. Oh, libero digs it out. Clevenger getting across. Blocked by Sorry. Cummings tries to get across, and Sorry is right there for Bigfork and knocks it down. And 10-4 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Here from Thompson Falls, Montana, James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vals, 406-270-7384. Text me. Let me know you listen out there. I know Heather is listening. Team TJ went at State Farm. And in fact, you guys listening, I should get you to sponsor me doing these broadcasts, I think. Anyway, it's great to have you out there listening. Anybody else, just text me. Listening, we're back here and ready to go. And Jessa Newton to serve for the Valkyries. And a substitution for Loyola. Trying to get her attention, Bellamy will come out. And number 4, Adamy, will come back in for Loyola as the Valkyries up by 6 here in game number 2. Newton serve on the way. Nice deep serve right to Adamy, but a lift and a point for Bigfork, 11-4. So Newton to serve. Nice deep serve. Dug out by Gaddy. Clevenger going to set up Cummings. Nice dig by Albert. Sorry, Ellison gets it back across. Dug up by Gaddy. Going to set up Janetsky and can't quite get it across as Janetsky misses the set by Clevenger. And 12-4 Bigfork up by 8. And Newton to serve. Janetsky. Clevenger's going to back set Cummings. Cummings across. Dug out by Martins, but can't quite get it raised up. And side out to Loyola at 12-5 here. And number 1, Alford, will come in to serve for Janetsky for Loyola. Service off of Ellison, out of bounds. Off the back wall here in Thompson Falls. And a point for Loyola, 12-6. Service again. This time Albert digs it out at the net. Dug out. Oh, nice save by Allison to get it across. Adamy. And Clevenger can't save it on the hit by Alford as it was going out of bounds. So side out point for Bigfork. Ellison will serve 13-16 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Ellison, service deep. And way too deep. She really had her Wheaties at breakfast this morning. And side out to Loyola. And Troyer will come in for Ellison. And Cummings to serve for Loyola. Troyer. Newton. Going to set up Albert. Albert on the spike. Block. Jort digs it out. Martins. Newton's getting it back crossed. Dug out by Gaddy. Alford. Camp. Dug out by Troyer. Newton going to set up Albert. Albert dinks it across. Past the block. Zoe Albert, I love when she does that. Can't get it through the block, just find an open space, and she does. Turn her back in for Alexis. And Martins to serve. Valkyries up, doubling them up, 14-7. Martins down the line. Dug out by Adamy. Jort. And Jort touching into the net. I think if she would have just let it go, it would have dropped on Loyola's side, but Jort came across, hit the net. And 10, Bates comes back in, and Camp to serve for Loyola. 14-8, Valkyries. Camp, Martins, Newton. Troyer's got to get it across. Hits it, and out of bounds does Troyer. 14-9 on your Harvest Food scoreboard. And Camp continues to serve for Loyola. Here. Deep. Troyer. Dug out. Newton. Try to get it across. Albert tries as he jumps into the bench. And that first pass. And Camp continues to serve for Loyola. 14-10. Camp, service. Albert. Nice job. Dug out by Adamy. Blocked by Bigfork. And back in the corner, Turner spikes it kind of half-heartedly, but over the top of the breakers and drops it in the left corner for a point inside out. It'll be Holton coming in to serve along with Ariana Sari for the Valkyries, up 15-10 in game number 2. Holton serve. Dug out by Cummings. Set by Adamy. Blocked by Turner at the net. And a lift called on Loyola. As number 1 is Alford for the breaker. 16-10, Holton to serve. Just get it in. Back, Clevenger. Gaddy. Clevenger will get it across. Holton. Sorry. Back corner. Dug out by Gaddy. Set it up. Alford. Back. Martins digs it out from Clevenger. Holton sets up. Spike. And it drops it in. Does Ariana Sorry over in the back left corner. Breakers leaving that one open in that corner, and Valkyries taking advantage of that. Up 17-10 here on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Holton continues to serve. Nice deep serve. Gaddy will dig it out. Alford going to set up Clevenger. Clevenger dinks it across, but point to Bigfork as Clevenger comes under the net on the spike, or the floater, if you will. And 18-10, Holton continuing to serve for the Valkyries. Holton gets it across. Dug out by Gaddy. Alford looking to set up. Dig it across. Martin digs it out. Holton outside. Albert gets it across. Gaddy. Alford setting up Clevenger. Clevenger off the spike of Inga Turner. And getting across is Ariana Sorry. And Janetsky back in for Loyola. Little confusion there. And 18-11 side out. Clevenger to serve. Clevenger serve into the net. Side out to Bigfork. 19-11. And Zoe Albert to serve for Bigfork. Ellison will come back in for Troyer. And game number 2, they're up 19-11. Albert serve. Nice serve down the middle. Cummings, Clevenger, Janetsky. Off the block. Dug out by Martins. Holton. Zoe from the backcourt drills it. Gaddy, Clevenger. Bates, dug out by Holton. Zoe Albert outside. Sorry. Dug out by Gaddy. Clevenger setting it up outside. Dinks it across. Dug out by Ellison. Turner gets it across. Dug out by Cummings. Clevenger has to get it across. Turner. Holton gonna look up. Sets up Turner. Oh, Inga Turner can't quite get it across for the Valkyries. Just short. And some great volleyball action going on between these two teams. And Adamy to serve for Loyola. 19-12, Bigfork leads. Down the line, Ellison digs it out, across the net. Spike down by Cummings on the far side. As Ellison digs it out, sets her up nicely. And Adamy to serve, down by 6. Adamy, dug up by Holton, digs it out. Turner gets it across. Bates, Clevenger, Janetsky. Janetsky dinks it. Dug out by Albert. Holton back set. Sorry. Spike is too long. Didn't get the follow through. And timeout taken by Bigfork. 19-14 here in the second. As the Valkyries lead on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard from Thompson Falls, Montana. And one timeout apiece. So Bigfork on a roll. Got to really learn how to return that serve and close out here in game number 2. Yesterday they had a big lead like this against Anaconda, not able to finish or close out. They need to do that today and to go up 2-0 in this loser out action. So someone needs to come up with a return of service, get it set up, and put it down for the Valkyries. They're playing really well this morning here in Thompson Falls. Well, we're back, ready to go. And Loyola to serve, it is Adamy. And Bigfork needs to get up a return, set this up, and get a side out right here, big time. Oh, dug out. Hits the net, drops down. Sorry, tries to dig it out along with Holton. Nothing you can do about that when it hits the net. And a point, 19-15. Loyola. And the hidden ball trick. Hidden over by the stands. And Adamy needs a side out right here. Deep. Martins will dig it out. Holton. Martins from the backcourt. Gets it back across. Gaddy. Clevenger going to set up Cummings. Blocked by Bigfork. The far side, Clevenger will dig it out. Bates, dug out by Albert. Holton, Martins, spikes it off the hand of Janetsky, out of play, and a side out to Bigfork. They needed that there to stop the run by Loyola. They had the momentum going with Adamy serving 20-15 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard, and Turner to serve. Turner gets it across, gets it in. Gaddy, Clevenger, back set to Janetsky. Janetsky dug out by Turner in the backcourt. Holton going to set up Sari. Alexis Sari dinks it across and drops it in. Does Sari right in the middle, and a point for Bigfork. And number 11, Bellamy, Ava Bellamy, will come in for Loyola. Turner continues to serve 21-15 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Turner gets the serve in. Dug out by Cummings. Clevenger. Back set. Cross. Gets it. Oh, can't quite get it as Zoe Albert digs it out. Tries to get it to Holton. Holton can't quite get to set it up for Sari. And side out point for Loyola. And Bates to serve for the Breakers. Serves it deep. Albert. Holton. Sari. Blocked. Up there by the 6'1 Camp. And a point for Loyola, 21-17. Valkyries need a side out here. Close this game 2 out. Bates. Dug out. Albert, nice dive. Holton. Sari. Off the block. Dug out by Clevenger. Backcourt. Bates. Got to get it across. It's Bellama. Dug out by Martins. Holton. Going to set up Sari. Alexis Sari off the block. And they say 4 hits. She didn't get it across the net. Alexis Sari, 21-18. And the Valkyries desperately calling for a side out. Zoe Albert. Holton back set. Sari across court and drops it in on the line. Does Sari. And they really needed that one there, 22-18. And Jort will come in along with Newton. Newton to serve. And the Valkyries up 4, 22-18 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard here from Thompson Falls. Newton to serve. Serves it deep. Nice serve into the net. And point for Bigfork, 23-18. A nice serve by Newton. Gaddy can't quite handle it in the backcourt. 2 more for the Valkyries. They need right here to get game number 2. And Newton to serve. Newton on the way back. Janetsky. Clevenger. Back set. Cummings. Spikes it across. Off the block to Sari. And Jort and Newton dive for it. Can't quite get to it. And side out as Alfred will come in to serve for Loyola, down 23-19 as the Valkyries lead. Alfred gets it across. Martins. Newton going to set up. Jort blocked. Off the block, out of bounds. That's a side out and point for Bigfork. And that's game point for the Valkyries. Serving Ellison off of Bellama. Clevenger got to get it across. Camp gets it across. Martins. Newton back set Jort. Jort off the block and blocks it in anyway. And the Valkyries take this one here. 25-19 in game number 2. And so they're up 2-0 now. So 25-19. So here. I'll be back here from Thompson Falls, Montana for game number 3, best of 5 in loser out action here. All right, we're back in Thompson Falls. The Valkyries up 2-0. And this third set brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods. And Newton to serve to start the third here for the Valkyries, up 2-0. And Newton serve on the way. Dug out by Gaddy. Clevenger going to set up Janetsky off the block of Jort. And then Janetsky hits it out of bounds. And a nice block there by Ellie Jort for the Valkyries. And Newton can just serve up 1-0 is Bigfork. Newton into the net and out of play off the hands of Gaddy. And point for Bigfork, 2-0 here early in the third game, best of 5. Loser out action, the winner plays at 1:30. Service by Newton, dug out by Gaddy. Clevenger, back set, and spiking it into the net is Adamy. And 4 on that. So 3-0 Bigfork. And 1:30 they'll take one winner will take on Eureka. Newton serve, dug out by Cummings in the backcourt, hits it out of bounds. And a point for Bigfork. Yeah, they're up 4-0. Here, and Loyola will take a timeout early, down 4-0. They can afford to lose this one here in Thompson Falls. So 4-0 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. And the Valkyries playing well this morning in loser out action. Well, we're back. We're ready to go here. Continuation of game 3. The Valkyries up 4-0. And Newton continues to serve. Martins, Ellison, Jort, Sari, and Albert. Service. Dug out. Clevenger going to set up Janetsky. Cross court. Ellison digs it out. Newton right there. Alexis Sari back court. Dug out by Gaddy. Clevenger. Back set. Going to set it up to Camp. Camp dinks it across. And side out to Loyola as Jort can't quite get it across for Bigfork. And 4-1, side out. And Adamy to serve for Loyola. And she serves it into the net. And number 8, Gaddy, will come back in. Or excuse me, number 8. Yeah. Is Gaddy. And a spike down there by Cummings. Point inside out to Loyola. As Troyer will come back in for Bigfork. Back corner off of the hands of Bates. Nice job by Bigfork. Up 6-2. They get the side out. And Turner will return. Martins to serve for Bigfork. Martins on the way. Serves it deep. Dug out by Gaddy. Camp hits it in the net. Point for Bigfork. 7-2. And Martin's service on the way. And hit out of bounds off the antenna. Point for Bigfork. And 8-2, up by 6 as Martins will continue to serve. Bellama says the barrel. Dug out. And spike down Turner. Dug out by Cummings. Loyola. Clevenger gets it across. Dug out by Troyer. Setting up. Nice spike there by Albert. Dug out by Loyola. Cummings gets it across, but looks like she got hurt on that. Off of Clevenger. Janetsky getting it across the barrel for Loyola. And spiking is Camp right at the net and side out to Loyola. Give me those sheets. got to check something in. Number 1, Alford back in. And spiked by Albert. Loyola digs it out. Clevenger. And knocking it out of bounds is coming. Side out to Bigfork. 8-3.
Change their liberos. Same numbers, but they switched the liberos.
Loyola switched liberos, so off the block, back on Loyola's side. Holton hits it short, and sorry about that, folks. 9-4, side out to Loyola. And Bellama, number 11, is now the libero, not Gaddy, so I was getting confused there. So on the numbers here, so she's no longer libero, just a player this time in this one is Bellama. And Cummings will serve 9-4. Cummings serve, duck out by Martins. Holton, back set. Zoe Albert, nice dug out by Bellama. Camp gets it across Martins. Sorry, backcourt, dug out by Clevenger. Off the block, dug out by Sorry, but out of bounds. Off of Ariana Sorry. And a point for Loyola at 9-5 here in game number 3 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And Cummings serving for Loyola. On the way, Martins, Holton looking to set up. Turner off of Cummings, out of bounds, up in the stands. And side out point for Bigfork at 10-5. And Ellison will come back in for Bigfork as the Valkyries lead 10-5 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Service by Albert, dug out by Bellama. Clevenger will get it across. Holton, Sorry, back corner, drills it. And that far left corner, they found that corner a few times in this match where Loyola scoots up a little bit, and they find the open spot, 11-5 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. And Albert serving for the Valkyries here in game number 3. Albert service on the way, dug out by Cummings. Albert setting up Clevenger, dug out by Martins. Sorry, gets it across. Camp right there to knock it down at 6'1". That's an easy one for Camp. And side out to Loyola, 11-6. And number 11, Bellama is now the libero. Bates back in, dug out by Ellison. Yeah, a double hit by Holton trying to set up Turner. And they're talking it over here. And I'll play a little bit of music while that happens. All right, they got that figured out. Libero serving. It's Bellama for Loyola. 11-7. Bigfork leads. Bellama off the net. Ellison digs it out. Holton. Turner gets it across. Back set. And knocking it in is Clevenger, the senior for Loyola. And 11-8. And Bellama coming on. Yeah, serving as a libero now. Dug out by Martins. Holton. Turner spikes it down. Cross court, Inga Turner. Nice set there by Holton. And Alexis Sari will come in for Martins. And Turner back to serve. The Valkyries up 12-8 here in game number 3. They lead 2-0 on the scoreboard on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Turner serve. Bellama now. Spike there by Sari. Alford is set up. Dug out by Bates. Turner, Ellison dinks it across. Alford, Clevenger, setting up Bates. Bates hits it way out. Does Bates. And point for Bigfork, 13-8. Turner serving for the Valkyries, up by 5 here, game number 3. Turner down the line. Cummings. Spike there by Bates. Duck out by Turner. Gets it back across. Clevenger looking to spike. Hits it out. And long by Clevenger. And 14-8. Turner to serve. Turner serve. Crossed. Clevenger. Alford setting up Clevenger. Dug out by Holton. And Turner can't quite get to it as Holton's dig goes back towards the wall. Turner tries to run it down, but drops. And Janetsky will be back in for Loyola. And side out point for Loyola, 14-9. And Clevenger to serve for the Breakers. Martins digs it out. Holton can't quite get to it as it goes under the net. And a point for Loyola, 14-10 on your Harvest Food scoreboard. Clevenger to serve for the Breakers. And she'll hit in the net. She tries to line drive it across. That'll bring Jort and Newton back in for the Valkyries. Newton to serve. And Holton and Ariana Sari out for Bigfork. They're up 15-10 by 5 here in the third. Newton, service. Oh, returns the favor. Can't quite get it across. It would have been a nice serve. And Adamy to serve for Loyola, down by 4. Adamy. Ellison, Newton, back corner. Gets him sleeping. Clevenger, Janetsky. Ellison, cross court on the nice dig by Alexis Sari as it was dropping down. And number 8 is Gaddy, no longer the libero. She'll come back in for Adamy. And 16-11, Ellison from the left side. Dug out by Bellama. And nice job there by Alexis Sari. Drops it down. And 17-11 as Loyola will take a timeout here in Thompson Falls, Montana. The Valkyries up 2-0 in games and 17-11 here in the third. I'll be back with more of Game 3 from Thompson Falls, Montana. All right, we're back in Thompson Falls. Ellison to serve for the left side, up 17-11 here in game number 3. Ellison serve down the line. Gaddy, Clevenger can't handle the pass and falls on the Loyola side. 18-11, the Valkyries up by 7, and Loyola out of timeouts. Ellison to serve. Dug out by Bellama. Clevenger. Crossed by Cummings. Martins was given up. Setting up Albert. Albert spikes it across off Bellama on the nice set there by Newton. Cross court out of bounds. A point for Bigfork, 19-11. And the Valkyries need to finish this right here. Bellama. Clevenger digs it out. Janetsky will get it across for Loyola. And out of bounds, 20-11 as Ellison continues to serve. Ellison, Bellama, Clevenger, Cummings. Off the block of Sari and Jort. Troyer back in for Bigfork. Camp back in for Loyola. Side out to the Breakers. 20-12 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And Bates to serve for Loyola. Bates deep. Martins. Newton outside. Zoe Albert. Blocked by Camp at the net. And a point for Loyola, 20-13. And Bigfork needs a side out right here to close things out. Down the line, Zoe Albert digs it out. Newton, back set. Sorry. Does she get it across? No. Bad passing there by Bigfork. Couldn't quite get that set the way they wanted to. And a point for Loyola, 20-14. And Bates serving. Bates, cross. Martins. Newton. Zoe gets it across for Loyola. Janetsky. Camp, dug out by Martins. Newton, back corner. Bates. Clevenger going to set up Cummings. Cummings, cross, dug out by Newton. Jort. Camp on the block of Sari. And point for Loyola. And Bates serving. Down by 5 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Bates. Troyer. Newton. Zoe Albert on the spike. Off. And Loyola into the net on the block. And side out point for Bigfork. And they needed it that there. The libero Bellama will come back in for Loyola. And the libero for Bigfork, Martins, will serve. Service on the way. Nice serve. Deep. Bellama. Clevenger. Back set to Janetsky. Janetsky across. And Troyer can't quite get to it. Side out to Loyola, 21-16. And Alford will come in for Janetsky and serving for Loyola. Girls laughing on the court, having fun even though they're competing. Alford. Martins can't dig it out. Nice serve by Alford up the left side. Martins just a little bit deep. And Bigfork will take a timeout here in Thompson Falls, Montana, 2021 Western B Divisional Volleyball Tournament. Valkyries up 2-0 in games, 21-17 here in the third. Trying to close things out and move into the 130 contest against the Eureka Lady Lions. And a little September. So a good timeout taken there by the Valkyries, trying to slow the momentum of Loyola down. And up 4, 21-17, and Alford serving for Loyola. Loyola has to win this to force a fourth. Service, Troyer digs it out. Newton going to set up Turner. Turner on the spike. And out of bounds on the cross court by Turner. And 21-18, Loyola within 3. Service, Martins. Short, can't quite reach it. (21-19). Valkyries need a side out to close this one out like they did game 2. Service, Troyer. Into the net, and Newton can't handle it. 21-20. So somebody needs to step up here for Bigfork. Service, Troyer. Martins. Get it across. Albert does. Dug out by Bellama. Back set to Clevenger. Clevenger off the block. Martins. Set up by Newton. Inga Turner backcourt. Dug out by Gaddy. Cummings backcourt. Martins. Newton going to set up Albert. Albert dinks it across. Off of Loyola, it drops in 22-20. And that'll bring Holton back on to serve, and Ariana Sari for Bigfork. Jort and Newton out. And Holton up by 2, serving for Bigfork. Nice serve deep. That got Melema. Alford going to set up Clevenger. Dug out. Martins. Sorry, back court. Bellama. Alford. Spike by Cummings. Dug out by Martins. Across. Nice job by Bigfork getting it across. Clevenger. Off the block and out of bounds. And 22-20. And Adamy will come in for Gaddy for Loyola. And the Valkyries lead by 22-21. Cummings to serve for Loyola. Cummings, Martins, Holton, setting up Albert. Albert just digs it across where there's nobody and drops it in. The smart junior for Albert makes a smart play. Ellison to come in, and Albert makes the play. Guess what? She's serving. Up 23-21 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Albert serve, nice serve, drops it in across the net, and game and match point for Bigfork, 24-21. So an ace serve for Zoe Albert for the Valkyries. Albert, deep, out of play. They got to get it across. They do. Deep, it's out. Game, set, match, 25-21. The Valkyries win this 3-0 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. I'll try to get a chance to talk. I'll be back right here with post-game. Well, can you hear me, Ariel?
Yes, I can.
Okay, welcome back to Thompson Falls postgame, brought to you by Flathead Lake Lodge, brought to you by the Averils Flathead Lake Lodge, where they've proudly supported Bigfork Athletics since 1945. Hey, Ariel, a little different thing going on today. Congratulations, first of all. I really thought you guys closed things out, especially in the second. You let them back in, but you guys were able to finish strong and win 3-0 against Loyola, a very good team. You won 25-20, 25-19, then 25-21. Talk about your team and what you said in your timeouts. I know you took a timeout right there when they were getting back into it. And what did you say to your team to get them motivated and over the top?
Well, I would say mostly all of our conversations happened pre-game. We had a lot of talk before the game, and we just talked about what our goals were in this game. We got on the bus and we manifested a win, and our main goal was to picture that win in our head and what we were going to do to get there. And so most of that came from our pregame, but once we got into those timeouts, we had a couple things. We were aiming for their deep corners. We played a very scrappy game of volleyball, which was great, but we were aiming for their deep corners, and that's where we wanted to get most of our kills. I
talked about that on the broadcast a couple times. You go in that back left corner, Loyola would sneak up, and quite a few girls took advantage of that, putting it in the back corner, spiking it, or putting it in the corner for you guys, and doing just a great job. So. Anybody special stand out for you guys? I mean, I thought you guys hustled and played really well. Let them back in it, but then you guys really didn't give up and didn't quit.
Yeah. So I brought Zoe with me, mostly because in those last couple points she did exactly what she needed to do to get us. And, like, the second to last point, I was just telling Max, set Zoe. And in my head, I'm like, I just hope Zoe tips right there. And then Zoe just tipped right there, and it was exactly what we needed. I feel there was a lot of times during the game where the girls are pretty in sync with the coaching that I want them to do. Like, they subbed in a new girl, and I was trying to tell Jessa, serve at her, and then I watched Jessa straight up, before I could even say it, eyeball that girl and serve right at her and get an ace. So it was great.
Well, it's good coaching. And that's one thing I'll tell you I've watched all year, and I pay attention, line judging. The one thing that I love about Zoe Albert, not the things she tries to hit me pregame, but the fact that she takes advantage and dinks it when she doesn't try to shoot through the block and catches them off guard. The point right here, like you said, when you really needed it, she really stepped up. I thought played an outstanding game today.
Yeah, me too. Couldn't have done it without her at all.
Yeah. So good luck to you guys. You get 130. Guess what? You got to take on the Lady Lions again, Eureka. This is the 5th time. You're 3-1 against them. Can you get things done then?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you're ready.
I'll
let you go, Ariel. Let me talk to Zoe just a little bit, and then I'll let her get to the you guys can rest and relax
awesome.
Before the game. And
thank you.
Congratulations on a great win.
Thank you. We'll take it.
All right, I'm going to bring in Zoe Albert. She'll put the headset on and talk to me. Zoe and I have a love-hate relationship.
Yeah,
not really. I know she doesn't try to hit me on purpose, but it seems like every pregame, if we're on this side, the ball seems to come my way. But you know what? That's okay. I don't mind, right? I know you don't do it on purpose. So talk about your match and your mindset. I thought down the stretch when you were serving and the plays you made at the net, the dinks that you did were just timed correctly. Is that what Coach called out?
I think so. I think I just stayed positive the whole time, and I didn't get down on myself, and I helped my teammates up, which helped the whole momentum of the game, which made the momentum stay on our side, which is probably why we won.
I mean, you guys just played an outstanding game. You win 3-0. I mean, 25-20, 25-19, 25-21. Unlike yesterday, right, in that second one where I thought you should finish off Anaconda, and you let them back and they won it. Today, you didn't do that. They started to come back, but then you guys got the side out, and they were able to finish things off in the second and in the third as well. So a great win for you guys.
Thank you.
Talk anything about your teammates?
I'm really proud of everyone on the team, especially all the seniors. Mackenzie's really stepped up her setting. Callie's I think the best libero in our division.
Yeah.
Both the twins are great. Lexi came back from a rolled ankle and played phenomenally today.
Yes, she did. She made some great shots. And what was your mindset, guys, taking care of that left corner? You took advantage of that. How many times did you guys do that? Probably, I'd say 5 or 6 times. Yeah. I saw that. A lot over here and then over there when they were playing up.
Yeah, it was just it was wide open, and if it's wide open, you're going to go there. They can't do anything to get there if it's wide open.
Well, a nice win. Lose out. That means you get to play again, but you got to take on the Lady Lions of Eureka and get things done against them. Another 7B matchup, playing them for the 5th time. So yeah. I'll let you go, get changed, and get ready for that. But congratulations and an outstanding game match today. I'm really proud of you and the rest of the girls, how you guys really stepped up today and really came with it. And, you beat them in 5 last time. And this time, it's 3-0. Somebody else trying to get me now. So, congratulations. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Zoe. All right, Zoe Albert and Coach Stalneck here on the post-game show. And nice job by the Valkyries. They win this one 3-0 over Loyola. That means they'll play at 1:30 in loser-out action against the Lady Lions of Eureka. The 5th time they'll play this year. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes of the Vals. I'll be back with you at 1:30, about 1:15 with pregame, as the Valkyries will take on the Lady Lions in loser-out action as their volleyball tournament continues here in Thompson Falls, Montana. Thank you and good morning. I'll see you at 1:30 from Thompson Falls.